Picture me this. You're the biggest YouTuber of all time. Now you have a choice. What do you want to do? Do you want to A, make money, and then you make MrBeast burger that is horrible and turns out is an absolute scam towards you, and you're too stupid to do anything about it, so you get sued by them? Or B, decide to team up with the most respectable parts of the YouTube community, like KSI and fucking Logan Paul, and make a knockoff lunch product for kids. If you picked the latter, then you are right. And that's completely sad and hilarious.
Kids that are 9 years old today, in 10 years, will legitimately think back to Logan Paul saying, "I like my cheese drippy, bruh."
Drip versus stick. I like my cheese drippy, bruh.
And have nostalgia.
Who even thinks like that? I'm European. Everyone in Europe knows that the melted cheese stuff, it doesn't matter how many studies someone has bought off to tell you it's healthy. Everyone knows that if you eat that constantly, you're gonna fucking die. Okay? Everyone knows that. No matter how many studies say it's safe, we know the truth. Okay? America, step up.
Being triggered. KSI's Thick of It song will be a core memory for them in their formative years.
From the yacht to the such to the wrist to the million.
Yo, remember the first time you heard someone ironically say, "Oh yeah, Kesha is old school," and you were like, "Should I kill myself?" And then you didn't, and you kind of regret it ever since.
Yeah, I'm edging in Ohio, phantom taxing as
So to all the haters, ha ha! Why am I so mad? Have you seen what I've been going through?
Okay,
these
but
past
I'm
few
not-
fucking days. Makes me happy releasing my
He's not, by the way, pretending this is real. He's actually pissed that everyone's making fun of him, which is hilarious.
music, and then I've got people trolling online repeatedly, and there's nothing I can do.
Not to bash that, I mean, I've had my fair share of nostalgia that is absolutely slop, like My Hope Will Never Die MLG edits, so I'm in no position to talk at all. But anyway, this video is about Lunchly because it's been hitting the shelves recently, and so people are getting their hands on them, they're trying it. I think for a while they were just sending it out to influencers so they could test it on stream and stuff to give their feedback. Now the general public is getting more and more access to it, and there's a few things that are not good that are happening.
It's moldy. It's literally all just mold. Now, to be fair, I'm kind of happy about that, because if you eat the mold, you vomit, and technically that should solve America's growing obesity problem for children. A couple of them can die, whatever, that's not a big deal. It's the issues that we're solving that matter here, not the byproducts, okay?
With this company right now. Let's start off with the fact that some people are saying there's mold growing in the Lunchly product. Now, I'm not making this claim. I don't know if this is true. You know, it's possible someone...
This could be true, because maybe they decide, oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna actually put real cheese in this product, not processed slop. And real cheese does spoil after a while. There you go.
Someone just had their Lunchly, opened it up, left it out, put it back in the box, and then pretended to open it for the first time to complain about mold that they basically put there. But this guy posted a YouTube short about it, so I guess it's worth entertaining.
Mold inside of the viral Lunchly is seriously becoming a major problem. A few weeks ago,
What is that?
Also, the thing is, why I don't think this is fake is pretty simple. Because that is a lot of mold on cheese. If you open this up, that mold is gonna also... Well, if you open it up, these people are probably not just opening up the cheese. They would not be as smart, so they would open up everything. As much as I understand in these things, it's a separate thing, you know? The cheese is separate from everything else, and everything else is separate from the cheese. I don't think people would be smart enough to just, like, open up only the cheese. They would get everything moldy. And the fact that people are showing that it's only the cheese, and it's this crazy amount of mold, because, yeah, this takes a while. This literally takes a while to actually become this bad.
That is rancid. I like my cheese moldy, bruh. Fuck no. Dude, put that shit in the garbage, man. This is a crazy 3-course meal. Start off with some moldy cheese. Rinse it down with the PFAS-filled prime that kills your fucking balls. And then take a
I know, that's 10 by the way.
big bite out of the Feastables chocolate bar, brought to you by pedophiles in the workplace.
That's also true. Also, this is literally solid diabetes right there.
by pedophiles in the workplace.
I made a video talking about one person finding mold inside of their lunchly, and since then it has only gotten worse. It seems like literally every single day a new person is posting a video or a picture showing off mold inside of their lunchly. I mean, just look at this behind me. Here's another example. This person's
Fuck, man. I'm not even trying to be like over dramatic. It's just something with me and food specifically. When food is like moldy and fucking gross. Oh man, I hate it. I hate it so much. It's like blue and it's like warped together. That's so gross. Now I think this is gonna be a similar situation to what happened with the MrBests burger stuff, where people were getting MrBests burgers where the bread was moldy or the patty had like fucking barnacles on it back when MrBests burger was serving. And it was a big problem because people were just completely.
Wait, did MrBests burger stop serving? Ooh, they must have just gotten money from Jimmy and called it a day then. Nice. Because MrBests burger was not gonna lose against Jimmy and Court. There was no fuck.
MrBeast as if he was the one assembling the burger and putting the fucking fries in the bag. When the
I mean, he effectively was. He literally put his stamp of approval knowing that kids are gonna buy this and didn't care about anything after that. There you go.
those were all just like service workers because MrBeast burger was a ghost kitchen. They basically would use pre-existing restaurants' kitchen and ingredients to make the food, but they put it in like the MrBeast burger bag and whatever and sell it using their IP. And Lunchly is kind of similar where it's like not MrBeast, Logan Paul, and KSI making the Lunchlys. They're using some distributor.
The fact that there's so many people young enough and dumb enough to not understand, wait a minute, MrBeast doesn't pack my Lunchables or whatever the hell it's called himself? I did not know. That is kind of insane.
Some manufacturer to assemble these meals, and there could be issues with that, right? Which I think will allow, if this is true, of course, Logan Paul, KSI, and MrBeast to scapegoat a lot of the criticism.
said that this was a brand new Lunchly. They went to go open it up to eat it, and as you can see, just mold right there inside of the cheese. At the time of filming this video, MrBeast, Logan Paul, and KSI have not said a single word about mold becoming a major problem with Lunchly, and I feel like it is.
Well, they're not gonna say that, obviously. They're gonna lie until the bitter end.
Only going to get worse.
Not only that, but tons of people are making taste test videos where they give their opinions on the taste of the product. And one of my favorite comes from Plaqueboy Max, where he just completely spits out the food.
All right. Here we go.
All right, I'm not.
So what is this supposed to be, like a mini pizza that you assemble yourself because of reasons? I'll stick to gas station food. I don't know.
Go.
All right, I'm not gonna watch that clip because this is obviously clip farming. Hating MrBeast is very popular right now, so when the dude spits out food, I think it's probably just a clip farm exaggeration for some guy like
Probably, though.
Fearbuck on Twitter or some other clipping account to be like, "Yo, Jinxie tried the turkey stackums and had food poisoning and epic diarrhea. He kept his camera on while he went to the bathroom, so you could hear him shitting from the toilet." It's like, I think he wants that for the views and whatever. He's not giving honest feedback to MrBeast. But I will say, I have seen some funny clips of people trying
Don't care, to be honest.
it alongside MrBeast, influencers being given the food and they're eating it with MrBeast present. And even then, they don't even seem like they like it.
Actually, it's so good.
That's nice.
It's fire. Bro, this shit is not even close to being on fire. It's extinguished. It's like a pool. What the fuck even is this? Like a mukbang? MrBeast mukbang with KSI? They got...
Dude, when the hurricane was happening, I love that MrBeast is dead, just, buying off people to eat Lunchables. No one cares what it's called, right? That thing, and watching Hawk 2 in a cinema or something like that. Which is hilarious, because again, MrBeast wants to sell him as a philanthropist. Oh, dude, if you care so much about the people, shouldn't you be literally there on the ground where the hurricane hit? Not fucking eating disgusting diarrhea food in a cinema, watching a girl who literally is not even interesting anymore? Oh no, I think that's fair criticism. If you're gonna sell yourself as a philanthropist who tries to better the world, then I have absolutely all right in the world to call you out for being a piece of shit if there's a catastrophe happening and you're currently not there trying to save and better people, okay? That's the flip side of being a philanthropist. Suddenly, that magical sentence, "Hey, you're not doing anything, and a disaster is happening," hits really hard.
Primes, they got all this stuff.
It actually is so good. Fire.
It's fire. Can I go home now? It's fire. Please pay for my Uber back to my apartment. It's fire. It's really good, Mr. Beast. Even Carl doesn't look like he's enjoying it, bro. Then he's been
Who's
doing these
Carl?
promotions for Lunchly that are just like, this is just unforgivable. This is worse than the illegal lotteries and the Chris Tyson stuff.
It's time and we get into the turkey. Just fat as hell eating all the beef jerky.
POV, you rent a theater to watch Talk Tua, listen to Thick of It by KSI, and eat Lunchly.
Oh yeah, they made it even worse. They made you listen to KSI.
Very
Jeez.
common and relatable. Why is he like shaking? Is that a side effect of the drippiness?
Why are you on Discord?
He's like having a seizure from the fucking Prime.
Are you like 30? On Twitter hitting up.
And then the
That does seem legit though, kind of having seizure from the Prime.
whole Talk Tua thing. This is just like using brain rot as a marketing gimmick.
Girls getting flirty. Have your age and a bigger than you'll ever be. More subs, I'm
They got Unk eating Lunchly. I don't know what's worse, the fact that they're making him eat the
He's not even gonna open it!
Lunchly, or that he has to watch Talk Tua. Like, I feel like if you're an old timer like this, the fact that you're watching a podcast where the host basically was given a career for saying Hawk Tua spit on that thing and is now set for life across generations, like
Is she though set for life? I think she doesn't. Yeah, I think she hasn't made that much money from it.
her kids are gonna be fine. I'm totally, if I'm him, having one of those like, back in my day we had to do real work moments, you know? Actually, you know what? On second thought, Mr. Beast probably gave him like $1 million to do this short cameo.
channel than you'll ever see. More subs on my second channel.
Yeah, I assume Mr. Beast probably threatened his family that would be getting results faster.
You'll ever eat. Money growing longer than your penis. You should never
They're having a blast, Jimmy. You can really see the emotion in their faces there.
see. You want some advice? Well, here's my tip.
So he's like instructing them to overreact. I see. And then I don't know what this
Obviously.
is. I don't know this. He's doing some sort of like world tour for Lunchly right now. He's doing this like podcast with KSI and Logan Paul. I don't even know whose podcast this is, but Logan decided to say this.
What's gonna happen with KSI's and Logan Paul's drink now that they're getting sued by, I don't know, 3 different things?
People online think about us. That is true. About my only pushback would be, look, I think some people think I'm cooler than I actually am.
I'm cooler than I actually am.
I'm cooler than I actually am.
Damn.
I'm cooler than I actually am.
You know, people think he's like so fucking cool. Like,
Oh, that's so beautiful and exactly what you would expect. You know what? I can't even get mad at this point about that. That is just the level of filth that I would expect.
I just want to be Logan Paul so bad. But he's really not. He's just some average Joe person, you know? Just some everyday run-of-the-mill guy who is trying to get by, you know? Only sending lawsuits to those who deserve it, like CoffeeZilla. Like, what, bro? That's another thing, is that I think the Lunchly stuff, for me at least, it's mostly the marketing that's just really cringe. The mold would be very bad if that's like a major outbreak, like that's found to be in a lot of the products. Like, I would say at that point we got to invest.
I do think it's legit because, again, it's just the cheese. It's nothing else. I think if people tried to fake it, they would make it that everything is moldy on X. People are not that smart.
Investigate it, and there should be some accountability there. But more than anything, I mean,
Especially people who are trying to get likes on Twitter, okay? They are definitely not that smart.
and the 3 people who own Lunchly and who founded it suck. Logan Paul, a whole myriad of controversies, ongoing as well. Mr. Beast, this year has been like the worst year for Mr. Beast on YouTube in terms of like feedback and stuff from the community. And then KSI, well, I don't know, his song just kind of sucks, to be honest with you. And I think that
And he's a complete egotistic prick. But that's fine enough. Anyway, that was what's your name again? I forgot. A Tozy. No, a Cheeto. They're so similar, it's insane. One has a hat and one doesn't. Or maybe the second one doesn't have a hat. I'm not sure. But how do you mold them all so similar? Don't know. But I would love to have these views. Anyway, have a nice day. Bye-bye.